All right. Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys today? Yay? Nay?
I'm
Good.
hearing the audio music in the background,
Oh, all right.
but I'm good. I wasn't expecting you not to introduce the show, but
Well,
I know.
I was
I was
getting
just gonna
there.
say, what show is this?
I
Well, I
was,
mean, who's on it?
I was getting
what
there.
is happening here?
Yes, I like to mix things up and keep you guys on your toes. But everybody, this is this Xbox
I'm
Life.
still hearing somebody.
You're still hearing
I'm
somebody.
I'm hearing us all be. Never mind, that's my fault.
Okay.
Never mind. Hopefully everybody else isn't hearing that. They shouldn't.
Nah, probably
No,
not.
it was only you.
So, all right. This Xbox Life. We are episode 340. Man, we just keep moving along. I am one of your hosts, Brun BJ Swick 33. Right below me is a guy we like to call Presar.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Presar, also known as Rob in real life. What up?
And also on Xbox Live, another one of our hosts is Mr. Wingman 709.
Howdy.
Real life Mark. Hi, real life Mark.
Hello.
So, all right. Yep, 340. Mad to the Max is this week's title. In the background, you'll see a little screenshot from Mad Max, which Wing introduced me to today. Said, check out the trailer. I said, all right. It does look really good. Looks good. I imagine we'll hear. You think we're going to be hearing a lot about it at E3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
This was a yeah. We'll talk about it here in a few minutes too.
Yep. All right. Quick announcements for the show. As of right now, of course, we start recording on Sundays, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be moving the day of our show. We are going to be moving it from Sundays to Wednesdays. We're going to give that a try. Same time, so 10 p.m. Eastern. That would be 7 Pacific. Correct, Mark?
Yes, it'll still be 7 Pacific time,
Okay.
but it'll be moving to Wednesdays.
Yes, moving to Wednesdays. Now, so that's May 6th. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this week's show, and we're going to go all the way to Wednesday. So we're not going to have one next Sunday. It's going to be that Wednesday. We're going to move that along, which works out for me because I wouldn't have been available next Sunday anyways. So we're going to do that, and it'll be Wing's first time hosting.
Oh boy.
He's super excited.
First time with new equipment.
Yeah.
First time in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Dude, I kind of like it. I really don't want to do it. I've not had to do anything except show up.
Yeah.
I've got to enjoy what you guys have been doing for 300 plus shows. And now you're going to let me do it for about, what, 4 or 5? And then you're throwing it back at me.
Aw. But if you do
I was hoping
remember,
to get about 300 under my belt without having to do anything.
well, if you remember, like I was gone for the longest time. You're like, hey, bro, and if you come back, you wouldn't have to host the show. No, I actually like doing it. I mean, I don't mind doing it at all. But it'd be nice to kind of get on a schedule where, 2 and 2 or 2, 2 and 2, something like that. So, but
Yeah.
once everybody gets in, maybe it's just 1, 1, and 1. But we'll get there. So May 6th, starting May 6th, Wednesday, 10 p.m. So that's when we'll be moving at. So, but all right, Rob. No sneaking up on us today. And if anybody sees Rob disappear, he is not feeling well. I feel bad for you, Rob. But
We'll
thanks
see.
for sticking it out for our fans. So,
Yes.
but
It was a crazy day at Six Flags Great America
You're
today.
going to spew into this.
Righto.
that's not a
Hello.
TXL cup that you get from Cafe Press. Zing. Plug.
Sure, but this is.
Oh, nice. But so you've been tricking us the last couple weeks, Mr. Presar.
I've been what?
You've been tricking us. You haven't been putting anything in the list for what you've been playing.
Well, I thought I
And
put
then-
something today.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You put something, so I don't know if you're really meaning it or if you just put one thing and you're going to talk about 50.
Oh, it was a tease. As I go on for ever and ever and ever.
Yeah. But
No,
I don't think you're teasing. I think you're being
Yeah.
you're being honest this time, right?
Yeah, no tricks. Actually, I had a hard time gaming this week because I was still very upset over what happened with Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh, jeez.
And if you folks missed it, I lost my save progress twice in that game, and it was a significant step back. So I was kind of like not too anxious, or I was not too eager to go back and play after that. I was just so kind of miffed. But I did log on again. I think Friday night, and just did some general house cleaning and was looking to see what was new and exciting out there. I went through and I pre-ordered the State of Decay game. It's what, $20 and some cents if you had it on the Xbox 360. So I think that's what, about a 30% discount. And then I got the Assassin's Creed. I forget the full title. It's something with China in it.
Something China.
Yeah, that's the side platformer style game set in Assassin's Creed universe, but it's in China. And it's kind of a nifty little game. I hadn't played it all too much, just kind of checked that out a little bit. And it seems interesting enough. I kind of like some of the gameplay that I've been able to play so far. Other than that, I can't really think of much that I did gaming wise. I was going to, but I haven't yet pre-ordered the new Castle Wolfenstein game. There's the prequel game. It's coming out. It's a standalone game. It's not DLC for the New Order. That is coming out next week, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like next week or late this week. I'm really looking forward to that as well. So a couple titles, two titles due soon that I'm looking forward to. And that's about it. How about you, Brun?
Hey, before Braun goes, can I just mention how cool you are, Rob, with two headsets? That is just such a sweet.
Yeah.
And I had to bring it up because then when you turned your head a moment ago, the one way, it was so there you go. It was so obvious. And then
No.
you have the two cables on the other side, but that is just
Here
super
it's not
cool,
obvious. Here it is obvious.
Yeah,
Because
same with
this
camera
headset, this headset, for some reason, the microphone doesn't work, but I can hear through it. This other headset, which I've been using for a long time, I can't hear. Windows refuses to play any audio to it. But the microphone works like a champ.
Yeah, we need to get, we need to get
So,
you.
yeah, I need to rebuild Windows or sort out my driver issues. It's actually quite uncomfortable to have two headsets on because so the little one that I'm wearing underneath that I can hear on actually isn't quite comfortable. And then my big headset that I've got, if when it's sitting on top of the other headset, it just squeezes my head like crazy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing the show. Anyway,
Anywho, as far as my gaming, oh man, this week has been rough. Oh boy, very busy week at work. Let's just put it that way. I've been putting in a couple extra hours here and there. Not too many more, but I just haven't had time for gaming. When I get home, I just go straight to sleep and everything. But I did play a little bit of Destiny, I think, on Thursday night, and that's about it. That's really all I played. So I did the couple of weeklies with my main character and secondary character, and I was done. So Ravioli Capone's calling you DJ Presar. Two headsets and a microphone.
yeah, I'll get my DJ Hero deck out.
Nice. So, but
My
We got a
buttons.
celebrity in the room, guys. We got a celebrity. I
well,
wonder
besides
which
us, besides us, you're talking about.
Oh, we're nobody, dude.
Oh.
This Ravioli Capone, man, he's over 400,000 gamer score. Remember we talked about those guys
He's
last
elite.
week and their gamer score. So I wonder if that's why he's here because he heard that we were talking about him.
Oh,
All good stuff, Rav. All good stuff.
Yeah.
So
but all right, that's really all I had was Destiny. So it's up to Mark to be the guy who played some games.
I did play some games. I actually played Murdered Soul Suspect. I went back to that today. Um, that's a fun game. That's a fun little interesting game. I really dig it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty unique game. I definitely recommend it. If you have not seen this game, check it out. It is fun. I also played Rocksmith 2014 yesterday morning for the first time. Um,
With a real guitar?
with a real guitar.
Hmm.
We are going to see how this works out. I'm thinking I might try that 60-day challenge. I just don't know if I have an hour every day to put into trying to learn guitar, but I do want to learn it, so I'm going to give it a shot. It's a lot harder than a Rock Band, I'll tell you that.
Yes. Especially if you can't get your fingers to move independently.
Yeah, that's I don't know. We'll see what happens. The hard part was all I did was like when I first started, I just did learn a song. So I picked a song and I was just, and it's real light. It's like, you barely have to do much. You're like, oh, number 3, red. And, and I got the strings are all colored to match the Rocksmith, uh, highway, whatever you want to call it. So I'm looking down, 3, red, press, and look up. Okay, I got my pick on, cling, okay, the next one's coming. Yellow 5. Where's yellow? Where's number 5? Okay, put my pick there. Look up, cling. I mean, it's not like I'm jamming yet, but yeah, I want to go into the lessons and actually start sitting down just doing the lessons, and save all the learn a song until later on. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated. But one of the biggest problems I have is there's another game that has smacked me upside the head and really surprised me, and it's one I can't seem to stop playing. And I really apologize for coughing. I'm trying to turn away because I don't have the mute button yet. I apologize, everybody. There's no way for me to mute. You
can mute in Skype.
Oh yeah, you can mute in Skype.
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me test this out. Mute here.
Oh, it's perfect.
That work okay?
Yes.
Awesome.
I don't know what happens when I do it, but
I'm the man with the answers.
All right, so good. I got that. I'm going to need that because I'm a little coffee today. But the game I've been playing and surprisingly liking is a free-to-play game on the Xbox One called Neverwinter. I'm like level 24. Double XP weekend's been going on. It ends tonight. So if you need to get in there and get some of that double XP, I will probably be playing again after the show's over. But I'm shocked, dude. I have no idea what's going on. I really don't. I'm really lost. There's like too much to this game. I'm not really never been one into RPGs, but this game I'm having fun with, and I'm not really sure why. But I just keep going back to want to play it. So
could it be an okay game? That's why.
It is a good game. I am enjoying it. I don't know how the diehard RPG people will like it because I'm not an RPG person. I do think my play style is kind of lending more and more. I'm kind of moving off that first person shooter, moving the bar over towards an RPG. I kind of like the idea of that character building and stuff, but the thing with like a lot of these is they've got so many things to it that for someone like myself who's new into an RPG, it's hard to really get into it because you don't understand what your charisma and intelligence and dexterity and constitution and blah, 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 blah. I mean, there's like a whole list of these things. I don't know what that stuff is. I don't know what it does. I'm picking stuff up. I don't know if I could sell it. I've been talking to Old Man from Mars. You may think his name is Old Man Frommers. People I've heard him call him Old Man Frommers, but I think it's from Mars. He's got like 100-something hours in this game, and I told him today, every time I ever run into a problem, I bring him into my party. I'm like, dude, how do I do this? And he's like, oh, you do this, you do that. So I told him today, it was like the third day in a row I've called on him to help me out, and he's always had the answer. And I told him today he was my living strategy guide. But like,
you're prima.
Yeah, he's my prima. So that's what I'll just start calling him, prima,
Prima
instead of whole
donna.
man. So, but the game has been fantastically fun, and it's free. There are options to purchase stuff, but you don't have to buy anything.
Right.
It is definitely a game that's going to take a long time to play. It's not achievement friendly. They come very slow. But if you're looking for something, this, give it a shot. It, like I said, it's free. You can't go wrong. And you can play with other people. There's a couple things I don't like. One of them is you have to have like 5 people that aren't in a guild in your game at the same time before you can even create a guild, which is what they call a clan. So I've been trying to find 5 people on at the same time that aren't in a guild that can get on with me so I can create the official TXL guild. Because I've had people asking me, when are you going to do it? But I can't get 5 people on at the same time that aren't already in a guild to do it. So, um, you know, we'll get it. I'll keep trying. As soon as we have it, then I think we can just start inviting people into it. From my understanding of the way it works, but you can't just create one, which seems really stupid. So help me out, TXL community. I need 4 of you on tonight. After the show, we'll get it going.
Yeah, I haven't went back to it since I had those frame rate issues, but sounds like everything must be worked out or whatever.
I've heard people talking about that, and I've been disconnected from the server one time. Only once have I, well, maybe it was twice.
Yeah, this isn't really getting
It was
disconnected.
twice on, I think, Friday night. I actually got disconnected from the game,
okay.
dropped back to the main menu. It's only happened that night, and that's the only time it happened. Today I was playing. I had absolutely no issues. When I do have issues, sometimes the game will freeze, but give it about 5 to 10 seconds, and then it'll continue, and I'm usually good for a while. That's all I've seen is some kind of freezing on occasion, but it's a free game. Right. I mean, there's so much to this game. You can play it by yourself. You can play it with friends. There's PvP if you want. There's like almost not horde mode, but there's like co-op missions where you can, there's stuff to do. There's so much stuff to do in this. It floors me. I can't even grasp everything that there is in this game. So I'm just barely scratching the surface of it, and I'm very much lost. But I'm having fun working on building up my powers, and it's been a fun game. So I just keep going back to it. And like I said, I'm surprised because it's not my typical style of game. But I'm gonna keep playing.
Is Fable Legends going to be kind of like the same way since it's free to play? Also, I mean, is it going to have like the same style of thing, gameplay?
I don't believe so. I've talked to people who have. I was actually talking to someone this weekend who, oops, I got it. Dude, this microphone here is just not a good spot for it.
Hit number 1.
There's one. That's a drinking game. Take a drink every time I hit the microphone, people. Or cough. That'll be really trash by the time I'm done. But so I talked to someone this weekend who was playing Neverwinter, and they've been in the Fable beta or Fable Legends beta, and it's not everything I've heard about that Fable game from people who've been in it is not favorable. So, I mean, we'll hold judgment till we get a chance to play it, but I'm not hearing good things. So, I guess we'll see. We should see more of it at E3, so. But I think that's all I played. I believe that was it.
Cool. Well, before we continue on, we have a few achievements that just popped. So, Stricken Thought, Brian Ray 361, Zero Viper, and JD Bennett 9 all followed. Some people may have unfollowed and followed again. And then there's actually one more that didn't pop, which was really weird, which is FIFA King 10 Leo. So not sure why that one didn't pop unless it was a quick follow unfollow type of thing. But all right, so moving forward, before we hit the round table, we ask for support, and a couple ways to support us is by going to Patreon or becoming a patron from Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/thisxboxlife, there's a couple different levels where you can support us. That is a monthly reoccurring payment until you stop. And other than that, one other way, if you don't want to do recurring and you want to do kind of a one-time tip, we have a tip jar, which is twitchalerts.com/donate/this Xbox Life. So, and we nothing's expected and everything's appreciated. We like our community. So, all right, round table time. So, well, there's 4 topics. There was 2, and then 2 more popped in there. So, last time I checked it. But, Mark, you put this one in. I'll let you go at this one first, and we'll continue from there.
Dude, I had to talk about this because this came out of the blue. Another one that just smacked me upside the head and called me silly. I had no interest in the Mad Max movie, still don't, or the Mad Max, the video game. And that has changed drastically. There was about a 5-minute video released this week. And it was, as far as I know, it was the first trailer released for the game. And it was 5 minutes long. And it was more of like a developer commentary about different things you're going to see in the game and things you can do. And really kind of described it. Dude, by the time this video was over, I wanted to go and pre-order the game and start downloading it so I could play it as soon as possible. I was just not expecting that. The game looks amazing. It's made by the guys that made the Just Cause games, which explains why I was so hooked on it. The game looks really good. It looks like there's going to be a lot of stuff to do in this open world game, much like probably like a Just Cause does. Now, my only concern about the game is that it is a Mad Max setting, and we could be limited to the I think we're obviously going to be limited to the sand dune type of environment, deserts and rocks. So it may not be beautiful in that aspect, and that might get old. I'm hoping they'll have some indoor environments or something different for us to see instead of just being out on the sand dunes all the time. But the gameplay looked a lot of fun. It really reminded me of like Assassin's Creed / Batman type of fighting or action, the gameplay itself. It had the vehicle combat. It's got, you build your character, and it just looks really good. And I was really impressed by the trailer, and I'm really excited to see more of this game. I hope they give us a really good in-depth review of this at E3. Rob, I know you saw the video. What did you think of it?
It looks pretty good. It really reminds me of, the actual movies. It captures the essence of the movies, the environment, and everything just amazingly. You know what I'm saying? It's the visuals of that like desert wasteland are just amazing. And as far as how the game plays, time is going to tell, and we'll find that out definitely when the game comes out. But it definitely looks interesting with all the driving sequences, the fighting sequences. Looks like he's not just in the vehicles. It's not one of those games where I could swear that there was like an old time Mad Max game where he was just like driving around in a car or something like that. That sounds vaguely familiar. But here it looks like he can walk around. There's fighting scenes. There's a little bit of everything. Although there's one thing I don't understand about that whole universe. Water's like extremely precious, right?
Oh, I would expect so. You're in the desert.
But how do they have all the gasoline? I would think gasoline would be harder to come by than water. But I don't know. That's just me. But it does look amazing. I really don't fully understand what they're going to be doing in the game yet. I think what we've seen so far has been kind of like a nice teaser, and it's enough to spark interest, at least in me. But I'm still kind of unsure about the game.
Now, have you played any of the Just Cause games?
No.
Okay. See, that's. I didn't realize that was the developer when I saw the trailer. I was just like really impressed. But when I realized that it was the guys from that had made the Just Cause games, and I didn't play the original, but I did play Just Cause 2, and I think I played 2 and 3, right? I think both of those have been released. I think it's Just Cause 4 is the one that was recently announced. Can't remember. Sorry if I'm wrong there, but I've played. I know I played the last Just Cause game for sure, and I think the one before that. But they're just so much fun, man. It's just one of those. It's an open world game, but there's just so much stuff to do, and it's just you can just get crazy in that game. And so that knowing where they're coming from and that they have been very successful with that game, this essentially this is going to be an open world game, just with the Mad Max theme. But I would expect a lot of crazy, over the top, fun stuff to do. So I'm really excited about it. Brian, did you get a chance to see any of that video?
Yes, it does. It looks very good. And when you mention that it's the same group from Just Cause, I mean, I didn't play the Just Cause games, but I do know that the people that did play them loved them. So it's something I'll definitely take a look at. It looked like there's just so much to do and a ton of stuff. Looks like there's a driving, type of, I don't want to say combat, but like obviously the driving's in there and stuff like that, where you can beef up a car and go that route. So it looks interesting. So I'll definitely have to give it a shot. So, all right. Anything else?
No, I think I don't remember when they said this was coming. I don't know if they gave us a release date. I missed that if they did.
I didn't see a release date on it.
When's the movie coming out? Do we know?
It's, probably I think in July, maybe.
20.
I'm not sure.
Let's see, Mad Max 2015. Mad Max Fury Road comes out. Yeah, let's see. Let me hit up the IMDb. It is this year.
Yeah.
And probably. Well, this says 15th of May.
What?
There's no way that game's coming out, and I don't think that game's going to release with the movie. But the movie's coming out here in May.
Yeah. All right.
But let me.
Dark
I'll
Predator
do
says
a.
September 1st.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be later. Oh, it had an initial release date of April 30th, 2014.
Oh, nice.
So, but yeah, let me
it
pull
got
up.
canceled. I think the first time they were building it, it got canceled.
Yep, September 1, according to the Wikipedia. So,
And Ninja Company says he'll be right back. Should we wait for him?
oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Do, do, do,
Hurry up, Ninja.
do, do, do,
Come on, Ninja.
Done yet?
Of course, would we ever know when he got back until he like whispered?
Maybe not.
I didn't see you come back. It's exactly what I meant to do. So, all right, we can't wait for Ninja any longer. So, besides the Mad Max trailer, we also had a reveal trailer, if you want to say it, about Black Ops 3. So, Activision released it today. Now, don't snore. You know it's a huge game. A new trailer, which some news about the release date and beta, and screenshots were dropped pretty much everywhere. So, here's what the article says and what they got out of it. So, it's set to Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones. Good song. The trailer gives us a first look at Black Ops 3 gameplay and offers some story context about how soldiers are becoming less and less human. So I did see more futuristic type things, jetpacks and stuff like that. Other podcasts where people actually had a chance to play it were talking about how the movements like Titanfall with you have your jetpack jumps. I don't know if there's wall runs, but I'm pretty sure they put it in there because they have to take it, the important things. But they also have like the jetpack slides on the ground, which are, think of it like the Titan, boost out of the way. I don't know what's that called in Titanfall when you're actually jetting out of the way, left, right, forward, back. Do you know which one I'm talking about? I can't hear you.
Like a Dodge or something?
It's something.
I know there's a name for it, yeah.
Mute. Mute.
Oh.
Mute. It's called unmute.
What is it when they jetpack side is like when
Sachet.
the Titans? They usually get like 2 of them where you can boost left or right or something like that. But
A dash.
okay, dash. Thank you. So yes,
Titans can dash.
Titans can dash, but it looks like in Call of Duty it's going to be like the player can dash. They did some this is from IGN. They did some hands-on multiplayer from the preview. The big changes: you will no longer play as a generic soldier. Instead, you will pick a specialist at the beginning of the match, and each one has its own unique power and weapon. So no longer will you be able to just play anything and think of it as a loadout. Just put it that way. But you may find that you won't be able to piece and part every best piece of every equipment, like all the equipment, into one character. You know, this specialty over here might be the only people that can boost. This people over here might be the only people that can do that. Think of it like a like a Battlefield type of specialty or something like that. But I don't know. I'm just speculating, of course. They also learned some extra details that when Black Ops 3's campaign starts and how this year's Zombies mode will have a full progression system. So you get zombies. I know everybody still loves zombies. Is that still like the huge thing?
I guess we got a zombie game coming out this week that everybody's excited about.
Which one's that one?
Yep.
We'll talk about it when we get to it, man.
Okay, man. I'm sorry.
Don't spoil this. The
Brent's
game.
not with
I
it.
know what it is now. Sorry. All right. But yeah, so there's a new thing out there. You guys can go out and check out the video. I didn't put it in this week's show to loop, but
Because it wasn't worth watching.
yeah, well,
It goes back to that what we talked about recently. It's like a teaser.
right.
It does. There's nothing there. You don't even see any gameplay.
Right.
It's just, to me, I hate teasers.
Yeah.
I like the first official trailer.
Yeah.
And to me, like what we saw with the Mad Max trailer, that's the way a first trailer should come out.
Yeah.
5 minutes and dev guys telling you what the game's about and what you're going to be able to do. And that was like the way to do a trailer.
Well, teaser trailers work, I think, when you're big, when you're like a big deal, when you're massive.
Not for Call of Duty because everybody
well,
knows it's coming out. There was a story in IGN.
Well,
Black Ops 3 release date accidentally revealed. Oh, we know it's coming in November.
Right, it's November 6th.
Really?
No.
Call of Duty in November? No way.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying
guessed?
it's like, like the new Star Wars has a teaser, or something, because it's Star Wars. Battlefront may have a teaser, had a teaser because it's something that's a big deal. I just don't know. Dark Predator followed. Thanks for following. It's almost like Activision and the Call of Duty groups haven't gotten the memo that they're really not that big of a deal anymore. The game sells great, but people aren't on the edge of their seats waiting anymore because you're right. It's just one more. It's like it's like, oh, you excited for the next year's Madden? Oh, well, yeah, I guess we get the new draft people and the couple players that got traded last year, but other than that, it's another Madden. So, but, yeah. All right. Did you guys see anything about the Black Ops 3 stuff? Still buying it? Yeah. Oh, I heard 4-player campaign mode. I've heard it. I haven't been official or anything, but I heard it might be something that's in there, which would actually be kind of cool, I think. I do like co-op single-player stories. Not single player. You know what I mean. Kind of contradicting myself there.
I'm not paying $60 for a 4-hour co-op game.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first Call of Duty that I probably don't buy.
Yeah.
I've bought every one since Call of Duty 1. I mean, I have, and I've enjoyed them, but it's like the last couple have been kind of like, And I was actually playing Call of Duty Ghosts last week on the Xbox One because I was trying to hit that 200,000 gamer score, and I realized, man, I never did finish this campaign.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to go back and finish it, but it's like, even when I was playing it, it's just kind of like, it's just like going through the motions.
Yeah.
It's like been there, done that. It doesn't matter what they do, or what the set pieces that it's like it's nothing new.
Yeah,
right?
And it's kind of the way I feel about Battlefield. like Hardline. Like I wasn't really super excited in the first place, but I got it and I've played it. I've maybe played 15 rounds, 16 rounds in it, and I haven't played it since, just because it's just like, yeah, all right,
The campaign
thanks a
was
lot.
fun.
Well, yeah,
Played
the
campaign though.
is
That actually was fun.
yeah, the campaign is fun, and I have to get back to it because I really actually do want to play that one. It's weird because other than that, I have no interest in any Battlefield campaigns. This one, I'm actually a little more interested in that, but it's one of those things. It's like when you don't have those 2 to 3 year spans without the game, there's no excitement for it. It's just another day in paradise. So. But, all right. Rob, do you have anything to add on Black Ops?
No,
No?
I mean it looks neat. I mean,
Sure. Yeah.
but other than that,
Yeah.
I don't have much interest in it.
Yeah, it's like we mentioned, what was it, 18 million copies of the last one sold. It seems to be, it's the first time not up to 20 million, and I'm wondering, this time, will they get past 15 million? Like how far?
Black Ops 2 though was
Huge.
very
Huge.
successful.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I think Black Ops 3 will sell like gangbusters again. But even if they only sell 10 million copies, that's still crazy.
Oh, they can sell 4 million, then that's good.
Still a huge success. So
Yeah.
it's just, they're like a victim of their own success.
Right.
That's
Black
one of
Ops
the
2
problems.
was very successful, but looking and seeing this trailer, is this considered Black Ops? Because didn't Black Ops had that special type of covert type of thing, and this one here just looks like it's people running around killing robots. So I'm wondering, I don't know. We'll have to see.
It's still Black Ops. It's
Yeah.
Black Ops 3.
Yep. So
So
my boys hooping and hollering in the other room. All right. Well, Mark, for this next one here, you mentioned this, and actually you are not the first person I've read actually state something like this, but pretty much I'll let you go through the songs and stuff, but pretty much the high level of this one is the first songs for Guitar Hero were announced, and everybody was like, I don't have to buy this game. I mean, they pretty much like right off the bat, they were just, I think they've killed it already for a lot of people as soon as they saw that where almost it seems like where they're heading, with this, this version of Guitar Hero. So I'll let you go down it and let you give your explanation on it because I really wasn't going to buy Guitar Hero anyways. So.
well, I had actually planned on buying it until I actually saw their reveal trailer and saw that they're completely changing the gameplay. They're getting away from the 5 colored buttons and they're going to this different system, completely different system. And
It's like a next gen system.
It's like black, white, like it's like you only gonna have 3 buttons on top, 3 oh, take a drink, I hit the mic. 3 buttons on top, 3 buttons on the bottom of the neck. So and they're blacks and whites, and depends on what you're hitting there. And I didn't like that. And then they did the whole, so that makes all your previous DLC, everything irrelevant. It can't come forward. I get that they want to kind of change it up and make it something new, and I can respect that. I just didn't like the direction they're going, and I think it would be really hard for like myself, someone who's, and I think a lot of people may struggle. You're so tuned in to been playing these games for so many years that it's those 5 colors, and now you're going to start all over, which could be fun, learning all over again. But that's just not, it didn't interest me. And I just want to sit down and play it and have fun. Then also, I did not like the first person viewpoint. I thought that was really dumb. I think having to watch yourself walk up on stage, how many times am I going to have to watch the video where you walk past the groupers and they're like, yeah, man, yeah, or, your roadie hand you your guitar, or, or you go out on stage with the crowd. I mean, it's all live film, and how can they do that for every single song? If, and that's going to start to repeat would be my guess. And that I would get really tired of having to watch that every time. And I just think the whole first person view is really strange. And then, so now we get to the first set of songs that are coming from it. And Rob, he can call me what he wants. He did earlier before we started recording. But this just kind of sealed the deal for me that I actually am going to skip this Guitar Hero game. And I own every Guitar Hero game they made on the 360, I think, except one. I think I'm missing one, and I own every Rock Band game. So I had planned to buy this, and now I'm just pretty much going to say no unless the rest of the song list gets much better. But here's what we have so far. Ed Sheeran, the song is Sing. The American Authors' Best Day of My Life, which is the only song I recognize. I've heard the song. I didn't even know the name of the band that did that song. Jake Bugg, What Doesn't Kill You. Gary Clark Jr., Don't Owe You a Thang. Band of Skulls, Asleep at the Wheel. Of Monsters and Men, Little Talks. Alter Bridge, Cry of Achilles. Biffy Clyro, Sounds Like Balloons. Blitz Kids, Sometimes. And The War on Drugs, Under the Pressure. Like I said, there's one song title I recognize, and I know the song, but I didn't know it well enough to even know the band name. And I do not recognize any of this other stuff at all. So either it's very new, very popish. I don't even know what kind of music this is. I really don't have a clue. So I really don't expect to put any kind of money, because you'd have to buy a new guitar too for this set. So when you buy this new game, it's going to require a new controller. And right off the bat, the music doesn't even interest me. So I'm going to put a big old pass on this for me. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think some of the great appeal for the guitar games as a whole for a lot of people is some nostalgia factor. It's just songs that you grew up with, songs that you've liked throughout your life. And I sort of picture the guitar games basically being kind of like going to see a cover band, where it's like, yeah, I like this song. Oh yeah, I like that song. And you're kind of singing along to it. However, with this, I mean, I don't recognize any of these. I have no idea. Granted, I haven't been following new rock music for some time. I've kind of gone into the whole EDM portion, so I just listen to that stuff, and that's about it.
But is this even rock? I mean,
what?
The Best Day of My Life, I would not consider that a rock song. I'd consider that more of
pop.
I don't know, pop.
Yeah. Well, I think it all falls kind of into the same thing of just you tend to play stuff that songs that you like, and those are the ones that motivate you to play them over and over and over. And there's probably people out there that like these bands, because in that one video that they had, there was a ton of people. It was something Tide or something. I forget what the name of the band was, so I'm not really familiar with them. There's a ton of people that were in the audience as they were, doing their filming and such. So there's people out there that like this stuff. It's just we're not familiar with them. It's just probably not the style of music that we listen to. Granted, I haven't been listening to a lot of rock, so I really can't identify this. Although if there was probably a new DJ Hero, I'd probably know them. But
this game
maybe this is a new wave. This is the new wave.
These are the guys that made DJ Hero games. They're making this.
Yep.
And DJ Hero, I mean, there was stuff I didn't know on there, but that was a fun game. I did have fun with both DJ Hero 1 and 2. Even though it really wasn't my style of music.
Yeah.
It was a fun game. But this one's just a guitar. It's a guitar only. It's what we know. And to not recognize any of the songs on initial set list, which is when they first, they should throw out something that's like a big, at least one nugget to get people excited. And I've not heard anybody excited about the set list.
But could they be the style where you play a game a couple of times, then it grows on you, and then you do like it? Could it be along those lines?
But this is going to require people to buy new hardware to learn the game, a new way to play it, and then you don't even like the music. See, they got to. I think to get people on board to getting back into this and buying new hardware, or at least Rock Band says you don't have to buy new hardware. We're going to let you use your old Guitar Hero Rock Band guitars. I mean, they're still working on that, and the word supposedly that I've seen is they're going to make it happen somehow. So I think that's great. I don't have to go and reinvest. But this requires a bigger investment, and I have no interest in the music. So they're not going to get me to invest and go, well, I hope I like these songs, or
Right.
maybe after I play them, I might maybe get to it. I think you got to have a familiar track list. Maybe have some of those that are, lesser knowns or that are good songs that people will probably enjoy to play over and over again. But and maybe these songs are popular. And I listen to Hair Nation on, Sirius. So and that's nothing new. It's all, 80s hair bands and stuff.
Yeah.
So, 80s and 90s. So,
that brings up a good point. So, I mean, the title is Guitar Hero Live, right? So
Yes.
it's got the whole live experience. If you're not going to have a 20-year-old band that hasn't toured in 15 years, you're not going to see them on this. So it's got to be something new. It's probably got to be a band that will allow this filming to take place, because I would imagine that this filming would have to take place at some concert.
Probably guys from the developer walking out there doing it. They probably paid a bunch of people, or they said, hey, they went to a big show or a big concert for someone and said, hey, we're going to film a couple, just go crazy when we come out. This is for a video game. Everybody's like, oh, yeah,
we're
awesome.
going to film. We're going to film
clue.
this in between Trickster and Firehouse.
Yeah, there you go.
When Trickster finishes their set and before Firehouse gets on, instead of sitting there listening to nothing,
Actually, I believe you had it backwards. Firehouse came out first.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Trickster, and then it was Cinderella.
No, it was
If
Warrant.
you're referring to
Wasn't
the
it
concert
Warrant?
you went- No, I don't. Was
I
it
don't remember.
Firehouse, Trickster? Yeah, maybe it was Warrant. So
Yeah.
I thought that was.
We're talking about high school days. College
high school days. I can't remember that, but I just remember where the show was.
Yeah.
High school days. I think I heard those bands were out when I was in elementary.
Yeah, you're a
Just
young
kidding.
girl.
Yeah. You little whippersnapper.
All I have to say, really, the only thing I have for this Guitar Hero is no One Direction. I'm not buying
Oh,
it.
no One Direction. You just want the Foo Fighters version. That's it.
But
Guitar Hero Live, Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
that's
you
it.
can put Foo Fighters, Bush, Tool, Nirvana.
Oh.
Maybe some living collar.
Yeah, nice, thank you.
Collar.
Yeah, that's funny.
What's your favorite color, baby?
I want the '90s grunge rock type of thing.
Yeah.
I could go for that. My wife might actually, sit down and. I don't think she would play it, but she might listen to me play it just because it's the songs we listen to.
Yeah.
On Sirius we listen to Lithium on Sirius
That's a good
all
channel.
the time. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a real good channel.
That one and Hair Nation are the two I listen to the most.
Yeah, we're listening to both of those today. So, but
I'm actually also, but I like older stuff too. So I listen to The Bridge, which has stuff like from the 70s. It's like stuff like my dad would listen to, or my mom. But I remember that music when I was a kid, and it's really good music. So I mean, I like a lot of different stuff.
See,
But
it's all nostalgia you guys are talking about, though. Just
true,
stuff
and I
from way
don't,
back when.
I don't listen to new stuff either. I'm with you. I couldn't name a new band to save my life.
Yeah.
So, and maybe that's the problem. So maybe it's
You bring up a good point there, because even like there's a website where you can set up alerts when bands put out new albums. It sends you an email. All my alerts are from bands that I used to listen to way back when,
right.
and
What
the
we need-
new stuff goes by the wayside.
Rob. What we need is the rock band Bad Examples set.
Yeah, I think about those guys every once in a while. That's a local Chicago band from back in the day.
Back in the day.
As far as filming, you guys were talking about filming, and Dark Predators mentioned it too. I guess they had some huge, massive machine up there doing a bunch of stuff, and the people booing, and the one person saying "Oh, you suck." I guess was a paid actor, actress, whatever.
Yeah, it's all. I think it's all. There's probably a few live people in front, and then it's all CG'd behind them. I'll bet you that's a green screen with just a few people in the front.
Yeah,
it's
good
probably
point.
the developers' friends and family and relative, all that type of stuff. Probably not even paid actors, but there might be paid actors in there too. So, All right, that's enough on Guitar Hero.
Yeah, for we got one more round table. So Brian Ray 360 also followed, very similar to Brian Ray 361. Must have two accounts. And also, when I mentioned Patreon, did we mention our new Patreon for this
I
show?
don't think you did.
No. So I apologize, but thank you, Mark Connell, for becoming a patron. So we appreciate it. Thank you. So, all right. Last one here. So it's kind of we mentioned this like a couple shows ago. You know, we've talked about the remastered, how, you know, some of us are yay, nay. To me, it's like really should be for the big games. Definitely shouldn't be for, you know, I don't like the idea of putting a game out very last, you know, game of the year for your console, bringing it out again for the new console, or games that are just immediately right out. But the original trilogy of Gears of War, it looks like, is getting remastered and being released on Xbox One. Now the latest
No, no.
Gears of War. What, did I say the wrong thing?
It's just the Gears of War, not the trilogy.
Oh,
Right.
just the first
Just
one.
the very
The
first
first-
title.
yeah.
The very first game. Gears of War 1.
Oh, okay. Well, still, that makes it.
And I'm with you. I'm like, what? If it was like a Master Chief collection, if it was a Marcus Phoenix collection in Gears 1, 2, and 3, I don't need Judgment Day. Gears 1, 2, and 3 were all being done for remastered for Xbox One. I'd buy it.
Yeah, me too.
Just Gears 1, as good as it was, why do I want to play the first one alone? You know,
Yeah.
if I'm going to go back and play them. That's why I didn't like Borderlands. They kept Borderlands off. They put Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel in the Anthem collection. Pre-sequel sucked, man. Give me Borderlands 1 and 2, and that's all you needed to do.
Right.
You know, those were the good games. But
Yeah, I mean, sorry for typing the Brian.
and it looks like it's being done by Splash Damage, who made Brink.
Yeah.
I liked that game, but
Yeah. Man,
What,
that completely
The remake?
Yeah, they're making
It's not Black Tusk.
No, it's changed. It's well, the original story was first party studio Black Tusk was reportedly working on it.
Oh.
But then an update that a source told that the developer Splash Damage Brink was handling it. So
Okay.
it's still nobody knows for real. But that kind of changed it when they just said Gears of War. I'm just thinking, okay, all the Gears of War games. And I was just like, oh yeah, I'll definitely get it because, you know, that's just one, you know, games that if I did want to play because I love them, you know, if I wanted to play them, I could play them on my Xbox One, not have to go back to my 360. But then if it's just the first one, yeah, I'll pass. I mean, there's no sense in for me buying it. And then to be like, oh, I want to play the second and third one. Let me go play on my 360. If I was going to do that, I could play all three of them there. So,
right.
but yeah, I mean, Gears of War. But besides that, as far as deserving a remastered, this game and the first three definitely deserve it because Gears of War changed, you know, gaming, third-person shooters, cover system. You know, it was the game that was shown off when the 360 came out. I mean, it wasn't a launch title, but I mean, I just know that was the thing that they were talking about. They were showing that off. You know, when your friends brought you over and said, here, come here and check out the 360. Check out this game. This is what actually happened to me. My buddy Dane said, here, take the controller, play this game. I'm like, what game is this? This is awesome. And it was Gears of War. So
I remember one time I was playing it. My wife hates that game, and she walked in and starts, you know, da, 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 da. And I was just like, "Hey, check this out!" And I walked up and I chainsawed a locust, and she immediately walked out. And I did it on purpose so she'd stop.
Stop yapping.
I know that's horrible. It's like I gotta get my wife to be quiet. Hey, let me chainsaw a locust in half. It worked.
Were you trying to tell her that she's next? Is that the?
Oh, I just
thing?
did it because I know it grosses her out and she would leave.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to save the free world. I don't have time to talk about life.
I saw a funny sign at Roosters that said something that's like, I spoke to my wife for the first time in years because I didn't want to interrupt her. But,
Wait, where?
huh? What? Who?
Roosters?
Roosters. You like BW3s? You know what a BW3s is? Buffalo
Yeah.
Wild
Nope.
Wings. Roosters is just another place like that.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
So, anyways, we'll have to keep everybody up. We'll probably hear if there's any news about Gears of War anything. It'll probably be here at E3 because I know Rod Ferguson had stated that there is some Gears stuff being done, but he denied the Master Chief or the Master Chief, the Marcus Phoenix collection being done. So this could be wrong. It could still turn out to be a trilogy if someone else is doing it. It might just be the first one. But in that article, the update, it just said Gears of War remaster. It didn't say anything about the trilogy or what it might entail. So we can only take it at face value that it's the first game. But
Or here's another bit of speculation here. Maybe, those two companies are working on different ones. Maybe there's a little bit of truth to both of them. So Black Tusk could be working on one, and the other one could be working on two.
I'd
Who
rather
knows?
them work on a new game, man.
Yeah.
I really would rather see something new out of the Gears arena. We've played these. I think
Yeah.
Xbox One's got enough of these remakes. Let's just get on to new IPs or new games in our franchises that we love. So,
Okay.
Couple comments in the chat. Alshep says, my friend still has a Gears of War 360 console. Very nice looking, by the way. And he says, the console, not my friend. And,
Right.
we are all Devo. My cover is on my Kinect, but a hand keeps showing up on the screen and mirroring my hand movements. How is this possible? Anyone? Well, if you one thing to find out is you can go to your, I don't know what you mean by cover, but if you just have something if you go into the Kinect settings, you can change what does my Kinect see, and it flips through all the different visions or like heat, night vision, I think, like that, like all the different things that the camera can see at different levels of light. You may flip to one of those and see that it, like, if it turns on the heat or the night vision, that it just sees right through your cover. So really, it's not thinking that you're covering it, it just thinks it's dark in the room, so it's flipping or whatever. So try that out and let me know.
So you got to put a foil helmet on it.
Yes.
Those foil hats.
Basically turn it around. All right. Cool. Well, that was it for the community section. And we're going to, that's it for the roundtable. We're going to move into our community section. And before we do that, just want to mention, if anybody wants to, show that you're part of the community, you're out there, you're part of This Xbox Life, head out to cafepress.com/thisxboxlife and purchase anything there if you would like. Shirts, mugs, so on and so forth. So, all right. So in the community, we have various different ways to get a hold of us in the community. First one is voicemails and emails. To get us an email, you can email us at contact@thisxboxlife.com. No emails today to go over in this show. And to send us an email or a voicemail, you go to thisxboxlife.com, click on send voicemail over on the right-hand side, follow the prompts, and you can be in the show. And this week we actually got a voicemail from Bo, our Vengeful Loki, and here it is.
Can I read into this first?
Sure, please.
Read into this one.
Yes.
Yeah, just wanted, before we play this, I posted out last week in our community about the sad news that Bo had lost his wife, and he had put up he started a memorial fund because unfortunately she was out of the country when it happened, and everything he's had to go through is costing a fortune to get her back. I put that out there and asked the community to help out, and you guys have done an outstanding job. The one thing is I wanted to make sure for those that listen to the show on audio, if you don't follow Facebook and you're not aware of this and you would like to help him out, you've seen him on the show, you've heard him on the show, he's been a guest several times.
Gamer of the Year.
He's Gamer of the Year 2014, yeah. Mm-hmm. Please, you can email me, Mark, at thisxboxlife.com, and I will send you the link to be able to make a donation to him to help him in this, to help recoup some of this that it has cost him. He's dealing with enough. He doesn't need to deal with all the other on top of it. And again, thank you for those that have help support a member of our community. And I just wanted to, so we can go ahead and play his message to us.
All right, here we go.
Hey, TXL community, Vengeful Loki here. I just wanted to take a minute and tell you how touched I and my children are with the outpouring and support that you have provided with the recent loss of my wife. It's a tough thing to get through, and I just appreciate what an upstanding group TXL is and how I'm happy to be a part of it. Thank you.
So again, if if you do say prayers, please keep him and his family in your prayers. They're far from done with dealing with this, so our hearts go out to him.
All right. Moving on, and he's actually he was in the chat earlier. I think he still is hanging in with us. Yep, he's still in here. So, hi, Vengeful. All right. So that was our only voicemail for today. Another way to read up on us, catch up, start conversations, ask questions is Twitter. You can do that at twitter.com, this Xbox Life. And as Mark mentioned earlier, our Facebook group. If you're not a part of it, go out there, request to join. We will, we kind of take a look so we don't get just bombarded by everything. But the Facebook group is facebook.com/groups/this Xbox Life. And I should be flipping my screen as I'm doing this, but I get carried away into it. So there's our Twitter. There's our Facebook. And that's no messages from Twitter or Facebook today. So, and nothing over this over Xbox Live. We do, just to mention, I saw this today when I was going through. We do get, if you do message us through Xbox Live because it's easy, or maybe we just got done playing a game and you have a question that you just thought of and want to do it, you can send us messages. We'll put them in here. If it's something that you do and I forget, then I always leave my messages on there until I do talk about them over the show. So I prefer one of the other ways in case, I'm not on the show, if it's a general question for all of us. But if it's one just for me, I'll answer it. And if you want it in the show, I'll put it in the show. So we do pay attention to those two. All right, Rob, time to earn your keep.
Righto. All right, so retail releases for this week. The stuff that we know about is for Xbox One, we have the Gold Club and State of Decay Year One Survival Edition. Also keep in mind the State of Decay Year One Survival Edition. Having a hard time saying that one for some reason. That one is discounted for you if you have purchased it on the Xbox 360. So I think it's 20, I don't know, 98, 20, 58, something like that. It's less than $21 US for you. So it's a little bit of a discount off of its normal $30 price tag. And you can currently pre-order it, preload it, and all that good stuff. Comes out this week. Then for the Xbox 360.
I got a question, Rob.
Sir.
You said the Gold Club?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Golf Club, right?
Golf Club.
Isn't the Golf Club already out?
Yeah, I had a question about this. Sorry, I should have jumped. It's the Golf Club, not the Gold Club. So Golf Club. I mistyped that. My fault. But no also, when I saw this, I'm like, I've had this game forever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's
maybe a special version.
A special version, but the website didn't state that. It just said the Golf Club. So maybe it's something special about it. I'm not exactly sure, but it was on the Xbox One releases. So,
well, either way, it'll definitely be available.
Yes, it's definitely available. So,
either from before or now.
Yep. But
then for the Xbox, good.
Oh, it's a collector's edition.
Oh.
That's what it is. It's the Golf Club. The collector's edition is coming out. Let me go into here and see if they tell us what's so special about it.
I was going to say, because I thought when you bought the game, you bought the game.
I don't see anything different.
That's right.
It looks Was this ever originally released on retail, or was it originally a digital only release?
And that's what I was wondering too, if it was on retail or not. But I think it was. So
But well, I guess you can buy the same game again.
yeah, I guess the next game, people actually, when you write off the next game, We Are All Devo is curious if it's worth it. So
Okay, for the
How
three.
about it?
What?
or for Xbox One, State of Decay,
Yeah.
We Are All Devo is wondering if it's worth it. So as in if you played it.
Oh,
I've played
State of
The
Decay
one
is
on
good.
360. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's
it was highly, it was very highly rated. I know by gamers.
Yeah,
People
it's-
very excited about this release.
If it's was
Yeah,
it free for what? Did they have that? For...
no.
Okay, so this isn't the one where you're like a guy side scroller.
No,
No,
Okay.
no, it's what third person
Okay.
view
third
kind of.
person. Yeah, and it's like a zombie survival.
Oh, okay.
Probably very similar to like DayZ, maybe. I haven't played DayZ, but it is a survival. It's like an open world survival zombie game where you got to get like people to join your like little clan, and they do different things, and you know.
It's probably the closest thing that you have as like a gamer's version or a game version of Walking Dead. So if you like the Walking Dead series, the TV shows, comic books, and so forth, this is probably like the closest of the bunch. The others, I mean, this is like Dying Light. Those I think are a lot different.
Right.
I mean, this is it's definitely got that feel. And it's much better than that one where Daryl was in that horrible game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't remember the name of it.
That was a Walking Dead game.
Survival Instinct, was that it? Survival.
Now the State of Decay is a really good game.
Yeah,
it was
very
a huge success on 360. So this is their Xbox One version. It's going to be all high res and probably contain everything that it had before.
Yeah.
Very good game.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's going to cost. I mean, I could look it up.
It's $30 or 20. It's basically 21 if you purchased it on the 360. And even at $30, it's definitely worth it. I mean, it is, a AAA quality style of game for $30.
Yeah.
Ninja put on there. He said Deadlight. Deadlight is the game I was thinking of. The side scroller.
Deadlight.
That's a good
Oh
game.
yeah, that was a good one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that one.
But yeah, State of Decay
it's
is
not like that.
fantastic.
Yes.
All right.
And for 360, we have Risk. The board game is coming out for the 360. And if you'd like to purchase any of these games in a retail format, or some of them also, I guess, in digital only, along with your golf clubs and golf balls and contact solution and who knows whatever else, and you can purchase those on Amazon. Make sure to use our Amazon affiliate link. Go to thisxboxlife.com and click on the Amazon link on the right hand side. It'll take you to Amazon where you can search to your heart's content, and you'll also support the show in a teeny tiny way. So thank you very much for that. Also, iTunes reviews. If you use iTunes, please make sure to rate us 5 stars. That helps us become a featured podcast in their little ranking system. Helps us get noticed and gets more listeners to the show, and we would definitely appreciate that.
Yep.
I want to surpass IGN and Major Nelson as the #1 Xbox podcast. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'm so tired of hearing IGN guys going, "We're the #1 podcast."
Yeah.
It's only because you got money.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, they will be until they have layoffs. We have
Yeah,
never
exactly.
had layoffs on this show.
Nope.
That's right.
Never.
Hey, Jep made it.
We've had people quit on us.
Hey.
Yeah.
Like Kyle.
Nobody
Well,
likes a
okay.
quitter, by the way.
No, we like Kyle.
Yeah.
He's our buddy.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Or that other guy.
Yeah. So Ninja was saying Risk, wasn't that already a game on the 360? I believe so. It was, but it was on the list.
I think isn't this one the Hasbro Family Game Channel
They've
version?
redone some of them. I mean, it's
I don't know. It's almost like RBI baseball. Remember when RBI baseball we had to announce it like
You-
8 times. I was like, if I have to mention RBI baseball one more time, I'm gonna go insane.
Just remember, you're the one that brought it up.
What RBI
But
baseball?
yes,
Yeah, I know.
yeah. But the one that's releasing now, this is the one that's already on the 360. It's part of that. It's it's a new version. It's a little different, but it's part of that family game night, which is on the
Like-
Xbox One. So it's
Like the
fun. I
new
got
one,
it.
though, right?
It's the new one.
Yeah, because they had the Hasbro thing from a couple years back that is no longer available.
No, this is the newest one that just came out maybe
Yep.
6 months ago,
Yeah.
4 to 6 months ago on the Xbox One. So it's all right. I think I liked the version that was out before that a lot better. That one I played a lot of, but this one's not bad. So
Cool.
Yeah.
all right.
All right. Anybody? You guys have anything else? Anybody in the chat? Do you guys have anything? I guess I can wait around for about 8 seconds to figure out if you type anything. But just while we're waiting to see if they have any questions or anything, do remember our next show is Wednesday, May 6th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So we are going to be moving to Wednesdays. So
Really hope you guys can all still make it in the
Yes.
Twitch. We hope that works for you guys.
Yeah.
And we hope to be able to get more people in the
Yes.
Twitch on a Wednesday instead of a Sunday night.
yeah. So this was actually, we've had a very good turnout. You know, today we got 5 or 6 followers. Some of them may be refollows.
And
just to try to get their name on there.
And if anybody wants to get their name on there to be a little bit maybe more permanent,
Yeah.
you can always do a PayPal donation, and your name will show up next to that dollar sign.
Yeah, there
It
you
won't
go.
get erased the next time someone follows.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah.
unless Brun wipes your name out like he did to the last.
The system did it. I'm sorry. And I can put it back in if somebody other than yourself did it.
I did it just so my name would be up there, and the money came back to me anyways.
Yeah. So, Gunny Chief wants to know: are we getting an Alan Wake 2 next year?
You know what? How about we get Quantum Break first before they
Oh.
announce Alan Wake 2? The rumors are that they want to do it. They had an Alan Wake 2, I guess, already ready to go when Alan Wake 1 was done. And then I don't remember what the story said, but there was a reason it got canned.
Yeah.
But they want to do it.
Yeah,
But we need to get
Alan
Break
Wake.
out.
Yeah, Alan Wake had delay issues and stuff, kind of like what Quantum Break's going through. I wouldn't mind it. I liked Alan Wake, but you know, we don't know what's really going to be coming up at this E3. You know, I imagine they'll talk about Quantum Break and stuff that's coming out recently. They'll probably talk about this little game called Crackdown, but I don't know. Maybe it's something you'll just get a glimpse of. You know, Alan Wake. Maybe he's writing another book. So, but
They had a question here about games with gold for May of 2015. I'm not seeing anything official, so it doesn't. It has not been announced yet. It'll probably be announced tomorrow.
yeah, Arlos.
Oh yeah. Is what it's
We're
almost
getting pretty
end of the month.
close. I mean, we're April 26th.
Yeah.
So
Hey, if anybody's going to be in San Francisco this coming week for the Build 2015 Microsoft Build Conference, let me know. I'll be there.
meet up.
Yeah.
Where's it at Moscone?
Yes.
Or Moscone Center?
Yep. Yep.
And
Yeah,
and don't
good
forget
times.
too, Happy Wars is also now available on Xbox One. It is another free-to-play game that was very successful on the 360.
Yeah.
And if you guys have missed out, Ara's Awakening and Infinity Runner are also now available on Xbox One, as well as what Rob was playing, Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. So
Beastly TV, I'm pretty sure you're going to get what you're asking for. Bethesda even has their own little conference scheduled at E3. So the whole thing is they're going to be doing Fallout 4. So, And I believe Fallout 3, like the entire Fallout 3 collection on the PC, you could get like it, and you can get the game and all the DLC for like $14. So
Wow,
yeah,
that's a lot of gaming.
yeah, oh yeah,
A
that's like
lot.
hundreds. It's over 100 hours worth.
Ugh.
So, but all right, that's it, everybody. Thank you for coming and joining us this week. So tonight, but with that, I am out of here. I'm Brun BJ Swick 33. Have a good one.
This is Rob, also known as Prestar. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll catch you all in a week and a half.
And I'm Mark, aka Wingman 709. Take it off.
I was wondering what that noise was.
See, it's. I don't know if you can see it,
Oh,
but
I
it lights up.
I switched scenes. Oh, let me switch back. I switched scenes. Yep. There you go.
There we go.
Yep.
It's a little. It's a fan, but it's an airplane.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought it
It's
was
just
like
it's a little.
decoration.
No, it's a fan, but it lights up the prop. When you turn it
Nice.
on.
I like that thing.
All right. And scene. Switching seats. All right. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.